Andy Penn, obviously a lot of people would be worried about what their internet access from home is going to be like. What sort of reassurance can you offer people, whether they're on the NBN, broadband or Wi-Fi?
Well, that's entirely understandable, Lee. And the way to think about this, of course, is when we're in the office or we're at work or we're at school or a university, generally speaking, we're operating in an environment where they've got dedicated high-capacity fibre networks for those organisations. And when we all move to work from home, or a large number of people work from home, we're then going to move to essentially the NBN and the mobile network. So it is an issue, but we are working together with the industry and with the NBN to increase capacity and try and mitigate the impact that the internet effectively slows down and has issues for people.
So without getting too technical, because people just won't understand it, what sort of things can you do to improve that capacity?
Well, firstly, in fact, the NBN have announced today that they're increasing 40% capacity in the NBN network. The other things that we're doing is we've moved all of our fixed broadband customers, both consumers and small business, onto unlimited data plans. And then also think about when the family's at home, if the kids are studying at home and the parents are working from home, maybe don't try and all use the internet at the same time or mitigate the extent to which you're doing that. Other ideas are, if you want to watch a movie, maybe think about downloading it overnight rather than streaming it live. So just some of those sort of practical things.
Are there any particular geographic locations where you are concerned that bottlenecks or slow service might occur?
Not so much, partly geography, but it's also a bit of a function of where the technology is. And so I think most people know that NBN uses a range of different technologies, fibre, HFC, fixed wireless, and they're all going to behave differently. And so those that are on fixed wireless are probably going to find that a bit more challenging. But the other thing is that we already use a lot of data at home, and the peak time tends to be around 9 o'clock in the evening. One of the things that we've been talking about is when people are working and studying for home, hopefully they'll be using most of that data during the day, not at the peak time. And a telecommunication network, it's a bit like a road. You build it for the busiest possible time, and that's when your crunch point is.
A common complaint that you hear people make if they lose mobile phone service or they lose internet service is that they ring Telstra or Optus for help and they're on hold, they can't get through, they get put to a call centre overseas. What reassurance can you give people about the support that might be available if things go wrong?
Well, one thing I would encourage people to do is go to the Telstra website or our 24/7 app. There's lots of ways that you can actually self-serve digitally, and candidly right now that would be incredibly helpful, because we do have issues across the industry with call centres, because whilst we've got about 20,000 people working from home at Telstra, it is much harder for us to have our call centre people working from home.
Andy Penn, we appreciate you speaking directly to our viewers tonight. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Lee.